Have you noticed something? Over the past 2 decades, the internet has been like a silent flood, overflowing the barriers of all industries. It has changed shopping, travel, socializing, and the way we access information. You could almost say that no one alive on Earth today has not been touched by the internet. Interestingly, during that flood, most people only felt more convenient, cheaper, and more choices. There was anxiety, of course. But that anxiety was, others learned faster than me. Others opened online stores earlier than me. Others are better at making short videos. Essentially, it was a competition between people. But now, with the arrival of AI, many people are starting to feel something completely different. It's not about convenience or efficiency, but a deeper, quieter, and more unsettling feeling. Am I going to be replaced? In the past, you worried that others worked harder than you. Now you worry that machines are smarter than you. What's even scarier is, they don't sleep, don't complain, and don't ask for salaries. They don't get sick, don't have emotional breakdowns, don't demand raises, and won't send you a message late at night saying, I can't take it anymore. They just run, quietly, silently, nonstop. So in this video today, we won't talk empty words. We won't use beautiful but hollow phrases like, the future is here, nor will we give correct but powerless advice like, embrace change. I want to take you to calm down and see 3 things clearly. What exactly the internet has changed, what AI is changing, and which industries are having their rules rewritten. If you don't figure this out, you will be extremely passive in the next 3 years. Not maybe passive, but definitely. Because the rules have changed and you're still using an old map. Part 1. What the internet changed. Let's go back in time. Back to the era before the internet became infrastructure. Back then, if you wanted to buy something, you had to trust the shop owner. You could almost take action to learn something, you had to find a teacher. If you wanted to sell something, you had to rent a storefront. Information was closed, flow was slow, and trust was local. The essence of the internet is actually 4 words: connection plus information. It did 3 very important things. First, information transparency. Second, removing middlemen. Third, forming platforms. In the past, when you bought something, you believed whatever the boss told you. Now you can compare prices, read reviews, and watch evaluations. In the past, when you looked for a decoration company, you could only listen to the salesperson's promises. Now you can see real construction site photos, real complaints, and real contract traps. In the past, goods went from manufacturers to layers of agents and then to you. Now it's from factories directly to platforms and then to you. Whoever controls the platform controls the traffic. And whoever controls the traffic controls the distribution power. Let's divide industries into 3 categories. First category, production industries, such as mining, electricity, water conservancy, and manufacturing. The internet made them more efficient, more controllable, and data clearer. Sensors are installed in factories. Equipment operation status is uploaded in real time. And maintenance has changed from repair after breakdown to predictive maintenance. Supply chains have changed from ordering by intuitions to data-driven production scheduling. But one thing hasn't changed. Humans are still there. There are people next to the machines, people in the control rooms, and people in the decision-making chain. The internet only gave these people better tools. It didn't kick them out. Second category, circulation industries, such as retail, logistics, and catering. This is where the internet has transformed the most drastically. You don't have to go to the store to buy things. You don't have to call to order food. You don't have to ask others which restaurant is good. E-commerce, food delivery, reviews, map navigation, real-time logistics tracking. The essence of all this is, channels have been restructured. The goods are still the same. The stores are still the same. But the way you connect with them has completely changed. Middlemen either transform or disappear. Physical stores either become experience centers or warehouses. Third category, high-value industries, such as finance, education, and culture. Banks went online, education went online, and entertainment became short video-based. You can apply for a loan at home, learn calculus on Bilibili, and watch the highlights of a movie on Douyin. But the key is the people doing the work are still humans. Credit managers still judge risks. Teachers still teach, and directors still edit. The internet didn't replace them. It only changed their work scenarios and tools. So to summarize, the internet changed how industries operate, but not who does the work. Information flows, connections are established, and platforms rise. But at every node, humans still stand. The internet is an extension of humans, not a replacement. Part 2, what AI is changing. Now let's look at AI. Many people think AI is just a more advanced internet. Just like thinking a car is just a faster horse-drawn carriage. But that's completely wrong. There is an essential dividing line between the internet and AI. The biggest difference between AI and the internet is it starts doing things for you. It doesn't just help you look up information. It directly gives you answers. It doesn't just help you typeset. It directly writes articles. It doesn't just help you connect. It directly completes conversations. This is not an improvement at the tool level, but a replacement at the subject level. Specifically, there are 3 changes. First, AI has evolved from a tool to an executor. In the past, when you used software, it obeyed you. You clicked, it moved. You input data, it output charts. Now, when you use AI, you give it a goal, and it finds its own path. You say, write an article about spring, and it directly gives you a 3-paragraph structure, metaphors, parallelism, and the sublimated ending. You don't need to teach it how to write. It knows on its own. Second, AI has evolved from improving efficiency to reducing jobs. Customer service, copywriting, design, translation, data analysis, entry-level programming, these positions are being directly replaced. Not assisted, not enhanced, but replaced. Businesses calculate clearly. An AI account costs a few hundred yuan a month, while an employee costs thousands of yuan a month plus social security and management costs. When there is no obvious quality difference, the choice is obvious. Third, AI has evolved from optimizing industries to rewriting them. The logic of who creates value makes money is changing. In the past, when you wrote an article, you created value. Now, when AI writes an article, you are just the one who made the request. So who exactly creates the value? Is it AI, you, or the data that trains AI? There is no standard answer to this question yet, but the market is already voting with its feet. To put it more directly, people who can't use AI will be eliminated. Not maybe, but are being. Just like people who couldn't use computers were eliminated back then. But this time, the speed is faster and the scope is wider. Because computers replaced repetitive physical labor and basic clerical work, while AI is entering fields once thought to be only humans can do. Part 3. Industry impact. Let's look at the industries again. First category, production industries, becoming unmanned. Lights-out factories are no longer a concept, but a reality. From raw material warehousing to finished product delivery, there is not a single worker in between. Machine vision inspection, automated guided vehicles, robotic arm collaboration, central control. Systems one person sitting in the central control room manages a workshop that used to have hundreds of people. This is not the future. This is the present. Second category, circulation industries. Becoming minimal human labor plus extreme efficiency. Sorting robots in warehouses, unmanned delivery vehicles on the road, intelligent dispatching systems for food delivery, automatic cooking machines in restaurants. In the past, a logistics center needed hundreds of sorters. Now dozens of engineers are enough. In the past, a food delivery station needed dozens of riders. In the future, it may only need a few dispatchers plus a fleet of self-driving cars. Third category, high-value industries. The hardest hit. Finance, education, healthcare, law, consulting, design, content. These industries, once considered brain work that machines can't replace, are being disintegrated from within by AI. Because AI is not replacing physical strength, but cognition. It reads faster than you, remembers more accurate than you, reasons more comprehensively than you, and is more emotionally stable than you. Moreover, it doesn't get tired, doesn't grow old, and doesn't job hop. Part 4. AI 在 finance. When you trade stocks, you think you are competing with others. You look at K-lines, read research reports, listen to news, and rely on intuition. But what you're facing now is not another retail investor or even another fund manager. You're facing algorithms. AI can analyze the market in real time, speed, global news, judge social media sentiment, and execute trades automatically. Its speed is milliseconds, while yours is days. It monitors hundreds of indicators simultaneously, while you can only track 5 or 6 at most. It has no emotions, while you panic and sell at the lowest point. This means information assistment is disappearing. In the past, you could make money because you knew things others didn't. Now, AI digests all public information in a second, and prices almost instantly reflect all known information. What do you rely on to make money? Luck? The result is, it's getting harder and harder for retail investors to make money. The market is getting smarter, and opportunities are getting shorter. When the positive news comes out, AI completes the buy in 0.3 seconds. By the time you open the trading app, the price has already gone up. When the earnings report falls short of expectations, AI completes the sell in 0.3 seconds. By the time you react, you're already trapped. But where are the opportunities? Don't fight against AI, use it. Use AI to filter information. Use AI to assist decision-making and find areas it hasn't covered yet. For example, AI can analyze financial reports, but it can't read the founder's eyes. AI can track capital flows, but it can't understand the subtle changes in geopolitics. AI can predict short-term fluctuations, but it can't understand the long-term narrative of an industry. Making money in the future isn't about being smarter, but about being better at using AI. AI is a tool, not an opponent. But the premise is that you have to learn to use it. Part 2. Autonomous driving. Let's look at another industry, driving. Driverless taxis, unmanned delivery, and autonomous trucks are emerging. In the past, it was one person per car. In the future, one system dispatches all cars. This means drivers and delivery personnel. These jobs are being replaced by systems. This is not an efficiency issue. This is a job disappearance issue. Efficiency improvement is just a result. Job disappearance is the essence. A veteran driver who has driven for a lifetime, with good skills, familiar with road conditions, and a great service attitude, cannot compete with a machine that doesn't sleep, doesn't violate traffic rules, doesn't take detours, doesn't refuse rides, and doesn't doze off. It's not because he's not hardworking. It's because the rules have changed. Just like the best coachman back then couldn't compete with Ford's Model T, it's not that he wasn't good enough. It's that the times no longer needed him. The deeper logic is, once autonomous driving scales up, the entire transportation ecosystem will be restructured. Insurance, maintenance, logistics, urban parking, public transportation, all will be affected. When one industry disappears, dozens of upstream and downstream industries shake along with it. You think it's just drivers losing their jobs, but in reality, it may be the shrinkage of the entire automotive air marketer. Part 6. Content industry. The last industry, the content industry. AI can already write articles, edit videos, dub voices, and create images. This means the threshold for content production is almost zero. In the past, to make a video, you had to write a script, shoot, edit, match music, and add subtitles. Now you just need to say, help me make a 30-second short video about autumn, and AI does it all for you. In the past, to draw an illustration, you had to study art for years. Now you just need to input keywords, and AI gives you 4 options. The result is, content explodes, making it harder for ordinary people to stand out, because the supply is too large. In the past, only a few hundred people could write an article. Now, millions of people plus AI can write. How do you stand out? What do you compete on? Speed? AI is faster than you. Literary talent? AI is more stable than you. But what truly becomes valuable is topic selection ability, cognitive ability, and expression ability. AI doesn't have these yet. AI can write a grammatically perfect and structurally clear article, but it doesn't know which topic stings the heart the most at this moment. AI can edit a video with precise rhythm and beautiful visuals, but it doesn't know which emotional point will make the audience share it after watching. AI can create a beautiful picture, but it doesn't know what visual symbols can become the memory of an era. So the future of the content industry is AI is responsible for execution. Humans are responsible for judgment. AI is responsible for efficiency. Humans are responsible for meaning. AI is responsible for production. Humans are responsible for selection. People who can't use AI will be eliminated, but those who only use AI without judgment will also be eliminated. Finally, 3 sentences to clarify. First sentence, the internet allows everyone to participate. With a computer and an internet cable, you can open a store, write a blog, make videos, and sell things. The internet is flat. Its foundation is democracy and openness. Second sentence, AI makes most people unnecessary, not because you're not good enough, but because machines do things faster, cheaper, and more stably. AI is cold. Its foundation is efficiency and replacement. Third sentence, the competition in the future is not between humans. It is people who can use AI vs people who can't use AI. This line is becoming a new class divide, just like the divides in the past were between literate and illiterate, between computer literate and computer illiterate. So you now have only 2 choices: be replaced or utilize it. There is no third way. Waiting and seeing is not an option. Complaining is not an option. And praying is not an option. If you want to know how ordinary people can make money with AI, which tracks still have opportunities, I will explain them one by one later. Follow me, and the next video will directly tell you. The 3 most realistic AI money-making paths for ordinary people. Not lofty concepts, not distant trends, but things you can try right now.